Hello, everyone. Welcome to Root with Thewie. I'm your host, Thewie. Today I've got with me Bogart,
Hello.
Kelton Black,
Hello.
and Jayor.
Hey,
All right, so we are continuing our little series on. Um, we're continuing our series on the Revelry expansion, in which we are featuring Cirque de Goat. Today we are featuring Cirque de Go in connection with the Riverfolk factions, the Lizard Cult, and the Riverfolk Company. And we had to have a red faction, so we threw in birds. So, yeah, I'm excited because I'm not playing goats today. We got Kelton Black on goats, and I'm super excited for this. So, we're all set up. So I guess we can just begin.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay, and I guess that means me. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and move payments down to funds. We're going to start out real weak. This is a real amateur move to do trade post turn one, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah, interesting.
I feel like if I weaken myself a bit, maybe you guys will buy. That's the hope. You'll feel...
I don't think you have
I
to worry
see.
about them buying, in my experience.
I mean, at the current price, I don't know. But
And we're gonna go ahead and craft this tea. So yeah. We're gonna set prices at 3, riverboats at 2, mercenaries at 2. So with that, we will pass the turn.
Oh man, you drive a hard bargain with those prices. And yes.
I do only have
Histor-
one fund though, so there's that.
You do only have one fund, but you have at least two eager customers. I can clearly tell the goats are not going to be big customers, and I don't think they get a three supply or double the bang for their buck when they purchase with their Euro warriors.
Well, what's great about this, Birds, is that you being first, you get to buy, because it's your privilege to buy. And then if lizards buy, it's just, it's a little bit excess. And the table knows it. So I think you should, practice your birthright as the lords of the forest to get that bird dominance,
See, that was my logic at RootCon with Jayor for the fun
thank you
fact.
for bringing it up before I did, Bogart.
Fun fact for the folks at home, Jayor and I were at the very same first round game at RootCon, and I was buying like it was going out of style, and there was another player. Rats were buying, and then of course Jayor also needed to buy as the cats from time to time. The otter had so many funds. It was disgusting how much they won by, and I feel horrible about that. And I question my birthright now. So you know what? I'm feeling the shame from that. So I will defer to you, Jayor, if you would like to purchase on your
Thank
turn.
you. That's very
not-
kind. I will certainly buy on my turn. So otters, you will not go with
Wow, commanders are so bird hungry, though. I'm shocked.
Well, hey, turn 2, it might be a whole different ball game. So
Okay.
I'm just saying, turn 1.
Supply and demand.
So let's see. I'm going to add some cards to my decree. I'm going to add a saboteurs to my build decree, and I'm going to add a root T to my move decree. And there's no vagabond, and we got some good people who can craft things. It's going to be a craftapalooza, unlike our last game, which I think people were a little hesitant to craft. So first daylight action. I'm not going to craft this turn. I'm going to resolve the decree. So let's do some movement. I'm first going to move. Full disclosure, JR, I would like to attack you here when I get there. I hope you do not ambush me. I'm trying to give you an acolyte, my friend.
Well, that's great. I don't need acolytes right now. I'll say this: the goats are within striking distance. Can't defend themselves very well right now.
Yes, this is true. But I some lessons learned from last time. They have clownish combat, which could be a card drain on the hand.
They do.
They can't steal from you this turn.
Right, because you're tied.
Because you're tied in score, but...
Oh.
Just saying, there's a big tent there that's looking pretty spicy.
But I do not want to go to war with them right away, and I will just give you that acolyte for the future.
Sure. I've already got my rabbit clearing, so fair enough.
By the way, Jayor, you can go ahead and add 2 acolytes to from your supply.
Yes, that also got wiped out.
I know, the great resetting.
Yeah, before the game even started, my cat decided to turn off the computer. So we had to reset up a few things.
The Marquis was jealous.
It happens.
So, okay, I did 2 movements. I moved here and here. And now I would like to attack you, Jayor. Would you like to ambush?
Yes, but I won't, so go for it.
Okay.
The Dragon God's starting out angry today.
Oh, yeah.
Big roll for both of us, so we each remove 1 warrior.
Okay.
And I'll drop this guy back in my supply. And now I will build a roost. Okay. And I will... And that is going to be my turn. I will score 1 point. And draw 1 card. And that's it.
Okay. Well, I think I understand some of the sequencing here with this these goats. So first I got to decide where I am putting some warriors, because I'm probably going to talent scout. I definitely want to perform, so I'm going to need to keep at least 1 card for that, potentially multiple if I'm giving out more accolades. Okay, I think I know how to do this then. So I'm going to go ahead and... and this mouse T and stuff should be in the discard, right?
Yes, I crafted that mouse T.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, shouldn't it be in the Lost Souls?
Oh, it's in the Lost Souls, yeah.
Okay. Oh, right, the lizards haven't had their first turn. Sorry, I was getting confused.
No worries.
Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and... So I want to get... I think I want to get a big top here. So let's go ahead and pitch Fox Ambush. And we'll go ahead and place a pair of warriors here. Oopsie. Okay. And I think that's going to be it for the scouting. So I've got 6 warriors on the board. That should be 3 actions. Okay. Sure, we're going to move and pitch. So then what would I like to do with that ephemeral 3rd action? I don't want to potentially lose my warriors to an ambush. Well, I might just not fulfill all my actions, which feels a little anathema, but we'll make it work. Okay, so first action is going to be to move. Second action will be to pitch. And I'll go ahead and let's remove this big top and put it here. And then I would like to force... So I only get to force 1 like one adjacent clearing enemy piece, correct? I can't do like multiple
That's right.
adjacent clearings?
That's right.
Okay.
Just one clearing and one piece from that
One
clearing.
clearing. So I will move one lizard warrior here. And then
You're distracting
Okay,
them
I
from their
can-
Sunday services by telling
I
them to
know.
go to the circus.
This lizard, never fit in with the rest of the lizards.
Kids these days, just not holy enough.
True. Okay, and then let's go ahead and move these goats over here. Okay. Now, all those actions are done, so this will go back to being 0. I am not going to do any crafting. I would like to perform. I will go ahead and get rid of this swap meet here. So that will be 1 point. And then I will go ahead and give... Okay, there's no accolade markers yet, so I don't get anything. Critics Corner stays on, or goes to Jeers.
Yep, they didn't like your performance. Boo.
Yeah,
Didn't
what-
like it.
What was the name of that performance? It was
It was the
underwhelmed.
sure-footed step.
Ooh.
It's
the sure-footed step.
Yeah, a bit of an old country maneuver, so it's not always so popular, especially in the winter time when people are looking for, quite something quite,
Oh, I could see lizards and
Inviting,
birds
right?
liking that. A little traditional performance.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, so I adjusted, and then I'm going to go ahead and praise. So I will give 1 accolades marker to the lizards. So go ahead and score a point, Lizard Cult. And then I will go ahead and discard a card that matches the clearing. So I'll get rid of Crossbow. And I will give an accolades marker to the Eerie. So please score 1 point, Eerie.
Thank you.
Ah, what nice goats.
Exactly. And then I will just go ahead and draw 1 card.
Oh, and
That'll be my turn.
then goats. I recommend
Yes.
keeping track of the
Oh, yes,
accolades on
thank
your
you.
tracker.
So we've got Lizards and Eerie at 1, Otters still at 0 accolades. Okay, that's it.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay, Otters. Let's see what you got here. I mean, these Master Engravers are looking pretty good. And
I'm honestly
Nice
okay if you
free.
don't buy them, because that'll
Really?
just help me all game. If you don't buy it. So
That's true. I think you're actually doing us a slight favor by buying that from the Otters.
I mean, are you giving me the hard sell? I'm willing to give you my money.
all I'm saying is that honestly, like, I can take you buying it or not. Like, either way, I'm gonna have a good game. So
I'm gonna need some actions, so you're taking my money whether you want it or not.
okay. Sounds
Alright,
good.
There we go. Cool. So we go into Birdsong. We adjust the Outcast, which is now at. It stays on Rabbit, so it becomes Hated.
Woo.
I believe, right?
Yep,
Crazy?
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
correct.
you're right.
Awesome. Hated Bunny. Discard Lost Souls. Is there an automatic way to do that? Oh, great. Did that. Cool. And then Conspiracies. Is it worth doing anything right now?
You got 3 acolytes. You could wreak some havoc if you wanted to.
I could.
Yeah, you could wreak havoc here and win the day.
You could
But just
destroy a
today.
roost, or you could destroy a big top. Like, either one of those. Like, you could do either. Or possibly.
How do I destroy Big Top? Those aren't
Yeah.
buildings, right?
Well, so it wouldn't be. It'd be you converting both goats and
Double
then
convert
crusading.
and then you crusade.
I
Yeah.
see.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
1/1/1. Is that worth it? I mean, I already have a rabbit clearing. I think part of me is just like, it might be better to skip conspiracies, but I don't know if that's just a big waste.
No, a lot of people will just like hold on to them until they have a lot.
Yeah,
It's just it's a preference thing.
totally. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait until I get something better, I think. So daylight. Now, Bogart, I don't want to ruffle any regal feathers too early.
Uh-huh. I'm listening.
But I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I want to be in this fox clearing. I don't have a lot of clearings with multiple build slots.
You want
This
to be in
one's
that
looking
one?
really nice. And
But JR, I'm there.
right. But you don't have to be. You can keep moving east or west, and keep your roost there. I'm not going to touch it. Right.
You want to put a garden here, but you're not going to destroy this roost yet necessarily.
Yes. Right.
I can be amenable to that because I mean obviously I'm gonna have to get out of this back line somehow.
I'm not building a garden there right now. I'm just saying I'm gonna start putting guys there, and eventually I'm going to take that clearing. But by then, I assume you're gonna have spread about the board a bit.
I see. I understand. Okay, so you want to start dropping some losers
Exactly.
here.
You're not the Marquise. You don't need supply lines. You'll be fine to spread around. Is what I'm
Correct.
saying.
Okay.
All right.
The regal feathers have been so slightly ruffled, but it's manageable.
There's going to be some ruffling one way or another, I think. So I will reveal 2 fox cards to recruit.
Ooh, false orders. Nice.
Right here.
Loot.
And then Man, getting my 1 lizard moved away was kind of sad, but that's okay.
Oh, you could spend... you could have spent one of your acolytes to just bring it back. That's something
true.
you could have done.
It's really not that big a deal. I'm cool with having him there. I guess, yeah, like reshuffling is kind of a good way to use lizards. Again, I don't know the lizards that well. Oh, and that weakens the goats too. That's another thing to consider. That they'll have to like repitch to move a guy back. But if I keep him there, his performances are that much more potent.
It's true. Lizards go all in on the shouting, the audience participation.
You know what? They're very into it. I think I will then spend one of my acolytes if we're cool with me hopping back real quick, no rolls have been made.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. Spending that acolyte to move my lizard back to my rabbit clearing. That will be my 1 conspiracy. Then I will show my coffin makers, and I will build another rabbit garden up here. Get some more card draw.
Smart.
And then finally, I will reveal master engravers to recruit a lizard up here. And I think that's all I can do for daylight. So let me see. Yeah, no birds. So return. Oh, and now I can craft. It's not even during daylight.
Yeah, you get all your cards back and you can craft. So you can craft that coffin makers if you want to.
I can. Oh, I totally can.
And why wouldn't you, honestly?
I mean, isn't that like crazy? I mean, the only problem, if you want to even call it that, is we only have 1 red faction. But with the otters and the birds, yeah, I think. Oh, jeez. Oh, please.
I saw everything in your hand.
Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna craft coffin makers.
All right, we'll pop this bad boy open. Ow.
It's just 1 point.
Oh, look at that.
Just
It's
one point.
Oh, look at this coffin. I don't think I've ever seen it on TTS. Or if I have, it's been a long time.
It's great, yeah.
So cute.
It's basically the coffin you have IRL, but just with a lizard.
Yes.
A little lizard popping out. Cool. Then I will draw 2 and my turn.
All right.
Okay, great.
A yellow gem for an excellent craft.
All right, on to round 2. Just gonna start drawing cards. Oh, nice, beautiful. Just keep drawing. Oh, I like that. That is nice. Oh ho ho.
Look at all these fun cards you're drawing here.
Yeah, man. You know, gotta answer to the coffin makers if it becomes a problem. Oh ho ho ho. Oh, that was a turn well spent. And yeah, I'm gonna keep prices as they are, because I can't just give up those coins for nothing, you know. So, yeah, we're gonna pass the turn.
Okay. Well, Mr. Lizards, I would like to purchase on this turn.
Okay. I'm glad you're
I
going
will-
through my broker the lizards.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what I've got, so I'm not planning on doing any buying. But yeah, let's just continue to be cautious. But for now, I think we're okay.
Okay, I agree. We're doing a little bit of colluding in the marketplace. To
Insider trading.
yeah, to do some bullying of the prices, hopefully.
No
or
way.
at least some
This is a
influencing, so.
meritocracy. Capitalism is perfect.
Mr. Otters, I'm very interested in your saboteurs.
Oh, great. Are you gonna craft it to get rid of coffin makers? Is that what you're planning?
No, I am not, and maybe that'll come back to haunt us. But I am actually going to.
Interesting.
I'm going to bury it in my decree.
I'm interested why you're doing that instead of getting just the bird dominance, you know.
I'm doing it because I'm going to craft Charm Offensive, and I am afraid that you would sabotage the Charm Offensive over the Coffin Makers.
Oh, I don't think I would personally. But
I don't think most people would.
You don't think so?
yeah,
No.
coffin
Do you think I would
makers
just-
coffin
Such a
makers
high
gets
priority
out of control sometimes.
target.
With
early in the
conversions
game,
and
though.
trade posting. Yeah, I definitely would not. I wouldn't personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Then because you're probably going to be the person to craft the saboteurs, I will leave you with that for now, and I will take the Burden Dominance instead.
Okay, sounds reasonable.
That's probably smart.
Okay. Cool. So that was the purchase, and I gave you the 3. Great. I'm going to add some cards to the decree. I'm going to add this Bird Dominance to my Recruit decree. And I'm going to... do I want to add something else? Yeah, I think I do. I want to add a... I'm going to add a crossbow, a mouse crossbow, to my Move decree. In the daylight, I will now craft Charm Offensive. I will resolve the decree. I'll add 1 warrior. Where would I like to add this guy? For now, I'm going to add him here, and then because I gotta move out of here, so I will move him there. Okay. This has a ruling of 4. The last game we played, I really wasn't affected by Staggering Presence. Only 1 or 2 times it came up. This game, it's going to be different. I'm going to have to be aware of it.
And you'll have to be aware of Pilgrims, the garden rule ability. Pilgrims is actually rather vexing for me because it means I can't ever set up a tent in a lizard clearing.
Right.
Yep.
And then they can set up gardens even if you roll the clearing. It's kind of
Correct.
It's kind of fun.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to, for my moves, I'm going to move 1 Eerie Warrior west from this Fox clearing. I'm going to move 1 Eerie Warrior east from the Mouse clearing, and another Warrior east from the Mouse clearing. Those are my 3 move actions. Something else I'm aware of from last game is I do think we let the circus folk go a little unchecked for a little too long. And the checking will go around the board, everyone. I checked the lizards on the first turn, and now I'll check the goats, and I'm working my way towards the otters.
Okay. I mean, I'm sitting here with 1 card in hand, and I mean, you're in a great position because I can't Clownish Combat to get cards, so If you want to take out the big top this
Oh,
early,
you can actually clownish
Birds are
combat
ahead.
the Eerie if you want to, because
but
they
it
have
won't get
more.
me anything, right?
Oh, did they not
I-
have cards in hand?
Oh,
I do not
they
have
don't?
cards in hand at this time.
That's the
Oh,
point, yeah.
gotcha,
That's the real
gotcha.
I suppose this is some light checking, though. To me, and again, I'm still kind of getting the ropes of this. It feels like a little bit of maybe some preemptive policing. I'm feeling a little attacked, but I won't take it personally, of course, even though I gave you a point.
Okay, well, none of that guilt tripping is going to help. So,
Oh, of course not.
and Kelton, I'm mostly trying to get past you so I can be in a position to.
I know.
check honors.
We're kind of all in. You and I are both very card hungry right now, and the
Yes.
margins are thin. So you do what you got to do.
Okay, I would like to attack you. Do you have an ambush?
No ambush. Go ahead and roll. Okay, so that's everything. You score a point, and I take
One
out a
for me.
bird.
And they go to the coffin makers.
They do actually, yeah. That was pretty bad. Pretty bad for me.
Just so you know, despite all my efforts to make the coffin count my goats, it does not.
They're not
so,
properly programmed as a
okay.
warrior.
You
I
do
get
it
it.
manually.
Well, we'll just manually count. Thank you, Huey.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
losing
so-
the big tent, I don't think you
Yes,
have any penalty.
I would like to have the lizards remove their accolade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yes, because in the event of a tie, no, that's just deleted from the game. You
Oh, right,
can
okay.
just remove that.
Later.
And that's the only penalty, is you keep your card in hand.
Yeah, it would be the player. Yeah, I keep my cards. It would be the player with the most accolades. If there's a tie, I pick a player.
Yeah, so the reason that they're keeping their cards is because it's half your cards rounded down. And so one card, half your hand rounded down when you have one card is one card. So you get to keep your, well, it's 0 cards rather. So you get to keep your card.
And now I would like to, so I'm now in my build, I'm going to build in its back line here on this mouse clearing. In my evening, I would like to invoke Charm Offensive, and I will give my dear friends, the goats, a point.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Go ahead. And I will draw one card. And then I will score 2 points for my roosts. And then I will draw 2 cards for my final action. And now it is your turn, Kelton.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to be doing any talent scouting right now. Let me think about where I'm trying to perform. Yeah, I don't know.
Goats are in a rough spot right now, trying to
Yeah,
figure out their puzzle
it's,
of how to get places, how to spend cards, and all that.
Pretty much. Because with one card in hand, I'm going to be able to perform, but not give any extra accolades. So trying to do a multi-person performance is not really useful right now. Okay, so I'm not going to talent scout, and then I've got 4 warriors on the map, so that's 2 actions. So we'll go ahead and move. I think it makes more sense to move here. And then we'll go ahead and pitch. So I'll remove this big top, I'll put it here, and I will move 1 Riverfolk warrior. I will skip crafting, and then I will go ahead and perform. So I'll discard a matching card, Birdie Bindle, and I'll score 1 point for that. That brings me up to 3. And no accolades for the otters just yet. Critics Corner, we're still on Jeers. And then I will go ahead and give an accolades marker to the Riverfolk Company.
Yay.
And I'll mark
take
that
my
down on
points.
my player board as well. You're back to... No, lizards are back to 0. Cool. Okay, So I did the praise part, and then I will draw 2 cards because I have revealed a card draw symbol thanks to my accolades. All right, that's it.
Cool. Okay. So, Outcast remains hated rabbit. Lost souls are discarded. How do I do that again? Just
Right
move
click
up or
it.
normal?
You can right click it and then press discard or spend or whatever it says.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was literally just the one Birdie Bindle and the whole Outcast and the whole Lost Souls.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
No,
Wow, we are not discarding yet.
we're not. I mean, I'm really the only like discard heavy faction in the current lineup. I mean, otters will often craft things, so, but that
And over
is the ebb and flow of the tides.
Hey, I've got a question. When moving using Crusade, does that still require rule in the
Yes.
destination? Okay.
Yes, it still follows the normal rules of movement.
Understood. That
Oh,
makes
also we
sense.
gotta empty this coffin, so I guess...
Oh, correct. 0 points from the coffin. I'll get my warriors back.
Yeah, see, like, this won't be a very bloodthirsty game, so Coffin Maker might be important later, but for now, I humbly ask, leave me alone, I'm so far behind, and I can't score points. What to do?
I'll try and do some more performances for you at some point, JR.
Thank you.
I'm working on it.
I think I'm just gonna. I don't see anything particularly salient for conspiracy, so I think I'm just gonna skip into daylight. So first thing I'll do is sacrifice soup kitchens, gain an acolyte.
Oh, you don't
No, you
discard
keep
it.
that.
You actually
Oh.
just reveal it.
You just reveal
That's
it.
Very nice. Okay. Then I reveal that. And I will recruit a lizard up here in this mouse clearing. And I will build a mouse clearing there as well. Oh, I didn't give myself 2 points when I crafted that gardens. Oh, no, because I have to spend
You have to do the score action to
right,
get the
right.
points.
Okay, cool. Then I will recruit in this lizard or in this fox clearing. And Bogart,
Yes.
where's your focus? Can I ask what your focus is when your turn's coming up?
Sure. So I'm working my way around the board this way.
Uh-huh.
I would like to. I don't want to keep checking the lizards, and I don't want to keep checking the goats. I'm not too concerned about them right now. I want to be able to start checking the otters because they have gotten some purchases, and they will probably continue to get purchases. So they need to be checked. So I'm working my way east and south.
Okay, good to hear. Cool. Then, yeah, I need to start getting my stuff on the board. I can't play so defensively, so I'm going to make a garden here. And, you know, I think it's in both of our interests for us not get bogged down in that clearing.
What beautiful coexisting.
Yes.
Birds and the
friends.
lizards.
There shall be peace in our time.
Yes, the birds and lizards are notoriously friendly with each other.
Yeah, it doesn't say they hate birds on there on the lizard board at all, right?
Definitely doesn't.
All right, evening. Let's see. Do I want to craft anything? Probably should, because then I'm gonna have to discard. Which, I mean, granted, lets me control the outcast, which ain't bad. But let me see. So I've got fox, 2 rabbits, and a mouse.
You can
But
only
you
craft in your
based on
outcast
the
suit.
outcast.
Yeah,
Oh man,
classic
Not so good
lizard
at crafting
crafting.
then. Yeah.
Lizards have wonky crafting. It is technically powerful, but it is not very flexible.
Gotcha. Okay,
And it's single-suited,
then,
kind of like vagabond hammers.
yeah. Cool. Okay, makes sense. Then in that case, I will draw and then discard down, and then my turn. So
Okay.
yeah,
Should be able to draw 2, I think.
yes, I just drew 2.
Nice.
All right, gathering all my funds.
Yeah.
Got this idea for what to do. It's maybe a bit reckless, but why not? Why not be reckless? We're gonna start out by drawing a single card, just for the fun of it. Oh, the best card in the deck, Fox Dominance. Okay, so lizards and birds, I'm going to be giving you your funds back. Unfortunately, they have to go to the coffin first for processing.
Oh, I forgot that's how otters work. That's crazy.
Yeah, so Coffin Makers is going to be nice. Just gonna... Oh, oops. I pressed a button and whacked the lizards. Yeah, we're just gonna pop some trade posts down for a modest 4 points. And then we're gonna craft some coins.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay.
Just, good old capitalism making us all rich. Okay, so that's all of that.
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah.
Looks at disparity.
We're gonna drop down the price to 2. I just got rid of all my funds just for some points, and I got cards for you to buy. So we'll just we'll pass the turn.
Yeah, I think that's a good move. Nothing to look at on the VP tracker, right?
Yeah, pay no attention to the VP tracker.
Well, Mr. Otters, I am going to continue with my campaign east and south, and you do find me in a precarious situation because I am interested in buying the Saboteurs, and you did just put it on sale, so I will purchase this. But table, I'm going to do something about it.
I understand. Yep.
I mean, these 2 warriors for me is a bunch of recruits for you during this game, which will help you destroy me. So I don't think it's a bad decision.
Okay. Pleasure doing business with the devil. Now, I am going to add Saboteurs to my recruit decree, and let me call out, there are 2 in the decree right now, which means there's only 1 floating around the deck for
Correct.
sabotaging. Okay, so that was the first card I added to my decree, and then the second card I want to add.
Ooh.
What do I want to add? I think I'm going to add... Yeah. Oh, well, let's see. Clownish Combat is... Well, I'll be able to pick the card I give you if you invoke Clownish Combat at any point.
Correct.
So maybe it makes sense to just keep my hand a little buffed. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm only adding the Saboteurs to my decree this turn. For my Daylight, I'm going to craft 2 cards. I'm going to craft Smuggler's Trail, and I will take a bag. So this is the first card I'm adding to the Lost Souls. I score 1 point for that. And I will craft Swap Meet as my second crafting.
Hate swap meet. I mean, I love when I have it, but...
Yes. And now I will resolve decree. So I'm going to put out 2 birds. Where do I want to put these guys? I have 3 movement actions in a battle, and
Bogart, while you're planning out your stuff here, I would recommend that you have a backup for your fox move, because I am going to start taking over this fox clearing you're in.
Are you? Yes. So okay, thank you for that call out.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm probably gonna place both of these guys here and then move out. I have two. I'm happy with this. I can
Because you can only move to the mouse clearing from that fox clearing.
I'll just do a quick shout out to I don't know how wise it is to let lizards just like have all the suits. Um, you know,
Yeah.
we're just kind of like handing them
Just
all of the
scoreboard
suits.
is all I'll say. I'm having a slow start. You know.
I hear what you're saying, Thuy, and I also, but I hear what Jayor is saying. I'm not concerned about it. If he gets all three and it gets out of control, we'll do something about it. But
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
three clearings with 2 gardens each is very hard to defend from the lizard's perspective, and especially with a commander out there, it's not too hard to stop the momentum. But it is, Thui's point is a salient one.
okay, so my first move is out of fox. My second move is going to be out of mouse, and now I have a bird move left, and that bird move. Let's see, you don't have that many. Are you thinking of buying this turn, lizards?
No, I'm not. That might change, but well, I don't know. I'll tell you this. I'm on the fence. I'm looking at that mouse ambush, and it's looking good.
Okay.
But it's
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
I guess the price is 2. Yeah, I probably will buy.
Okay.
But
great.
again, I'm probably, if the outcast remains rabid, and it's looking like it will, I'm probably going to end up clearing your remaining Eerie Warrior and Roost in this fox clear.
By crusading over, converting and crusading over.
Right.
If the outcast stays bunny, how are you gonna take this?
It would only take 2 acolytes. I would convert one of your, or I would probably convert one of the goats, and then crusade over to the fox.
I see what you're saying.
I'm telling you this as a favor. I'm saying you can set up by like moving up to this fox clearing up there and spreading upward, right?
Okay. I will get there when I get there.
Sure.
I see you have that mouse ambush and you're looking to buy it because I want to attack the Arch here where it will do the most damage. But he could also just use that mouse ambush, but he might not because you want to buy it. So I'm going to simply move 1 Eerie Warrior here.
Sure. I mean, you can always attack the trade post, right?
I could. I mean, it'll give me a point, but I want to.
I guess he doesn't have funds that it wouldn't get rid of anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I want.
Others don't
hit his warriors.
usually leave a lot of stuff for a dividends play, but
Yeah.
it is worth keeping an eye out for it.
Thuy, I would like to attack you in this clearing. Would you like to ambush?
Man, I was totally going to ambush you, but now you just sent in 1 warrior, and lizards are thinking about buying, so I guess you can hit me. That's fine.
Okay. That was my thinking. I was like, is he really gonna burn an ambush for 1 measly commander warrior?
Man, but now you're gonna turmoil. I don't.
No, I'm gonna build right here.
Fair. Right. Duh. You can always move and then move out. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there.
Cool.
Oh, as far as the fox move, yeah. Move is so easy to accomplish. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just throw suited cards in there all day.
Mm-hmm.
So the battle has been resolved, and now I am going to build in this roost. I'm sorry, I'm going to build a roost in this top bunny clearing, and that the decree has been resolved. In the evening, I'm going to invoke Charm Offensive on my friends in the north, the lizards.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm going to score 3 points on the roost tracker. 1, 2.
I've
3.
never seen a more cooperative Lizard Zeri game.
And I will draw 2 cards to end my turn.
I'm feeling a wave of lizard fanaticism coming over our game.
It's infectious. It really is. Okay, so
Now, Kelton, of course, could always swap over the Outcast to whatever they want at this point.
No.
that's true.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think-
Calton does have control over that.
Yeah, depending on where exactly I decide I'm doing my performance, it might either continue to stay on Rabbit, which is a little concerning, but not that much, or it might swap over. So I have to kind of think about this a bit. So if I talent scout, I'll have 3 actions. But I think there's probably better uses for my cards elsewhere. Yeah, okay, so I think... Because let's see. Yeah, no, a third action doesn't really get me anything here, so I think we're just going to go ahead and skip Talent Scout. So we'll go to 2 actions because I've still got 4 warriors. And with those 2 actions, I will go ahead and move. And then I will pitch. And when I pitch, I'll go ahead and bring the Riverfolk warrior over here.
Seeing the
Okay.
world with the Cirque to Goat.
Exactly. Yeah. You're the sponsor of this current tour, sponsored by the Riverfolk Company.
Heck yeah.
As
Get
they
your
seem to recruit
oysters.
a lot of influence with the good folk of the woodland, though not
true.
quite as much of a gap as we've seen. The Erie is coming up there. Okay, so I'm not going to craft, and I'm going to perform. I think for this performance, I will discard 2 cards, one of which matches, so that's 2 points, and then a 3rd point because of the otter accolade. Great.
Mhm.
Then
Which cards did you discard?
I
guess I can
discarded a Rabbit Dominance and Fox Partisans.
Gotcha. Okay, the Doms are coming into play.
Yeah, lizards with their coffin makers, their 3 different suits, and dominance cards.
I know.
It's looking pretty yummy.
What can you do? All right,
It's-
so
You gotta do what you gotta do
I'm-
with goats, though.
yeah, Critics Corner stays on Jeers, and then since I performed, I will go ahead and give 1 accolade to the lizards. Go ahead and score a point, Lizard Cult.
Okay.
And I don't have any extra cards for discarding to give out more accolades, which is all right. I'll go ahead and draw 2 cards, and then I'll pass it along.
Alrighty. So, Outcast remains Hated Rabbit. I will discard those. Yeah, now we got some dominance that you can trade a bird anytime on your turn for dominance, or just during daylight.
I think it's
Just
during
during daylight.
daylight.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Cool. And then conspiracy time. I am gonna do the thing I said I would do, which is spend 2 acolytes.
Wait.
Wait. What's up?
First, do Coffin Makers, resolve Coffin Makers.
Oh yes, yeah. I get 1 point for that.
Mhm. And
Get our
those
stuff.
acolytes that you're spending, Jayor, are going to go
Mhm.
into Coffin Makers.
Right. Thank you. Yeah. Man, Coffin Makers is
Oh, yeah.
funky. I always forget how it works. Great. I'll do that, but before I get too ahead of myself, I am going to want to buy that mouse ambush from you, Thuy.
Okay, sounds good. Bring him over.
So, yeah, here you go. These were the ones from the coffin. And I will take that. Awesome. Great. Okay, so, yeah, I will convert him, and he goes to the coffin, and that. And I do rule the fox clearing, so I can then crusade over. So that's a move. And then battle in this clearing. And I will battle you, Bogart. Do you have an ambush?
I will choose not to ambush.
Interesting. Okay. Makes sense, but cool. Okay. It looks like I wipe out guys. One of these guys goes to the coffin.
And you get 1 point for the roost.
Yes. Sweet. That is my bird song.
And he's already at 1 point for coffin makers.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
First thing I'm going to do in daylight is trade in this eerie emigre for this dominance. And then, let's see here. Let's take this step by step. I will reveal this mouse ambush to recruit up here in this mouse clearing. And then I will... Which of these do I care about? I will reveal mouse partisans. Yeah. Mouse partisans to build in the same clearing. And then I will score points in that clearing by spending this Master Engravers. So that's 2 points. Cool. Going to reveal false orders to recruit in this fox. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, it is. And then I will build in that clearing as well. And finally, I'll reveal this, or rather, I'll spend it to score points in my rabbit clearing.
How many points is that? Is that
not that many? I just kind of catching up, you know.
So 1, 2,
You got-
3,
you got
4,
7
5,
points.
6. So that was it 7 points.
He got 1 point from the coffin makers, and then 4 from scoring in the mouse and the bunny. Where did you get the other 2? Oh, you destroyed a roost.
Destroyed a roost. Got 1 from coffin makers. +2 from the mouse. +2 from the rabbit.
I gave an accolades points
I got
on
an
my turn,
accolade
if that's in your calculation at all. But
Oh, was he at 3 and not 2?
I don't
Maybe he was
remember.
at 3.
I think it was at 3.
I was okay. If he was at 3, then everything is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was keeping track as I was going, but I can't. I couldn't tell you
it all
exactly.
looked good.
Yeah. Cool. Do I want to craft anything? It's so hard to craft because I got funny stuff. I don't. So I will draw up and then discard down, and that'll be my turn.
You're drawing 4 cards now? Ooh, nice.
Sure am.
Alrighty, sweet. I'm gonna gather my funds here. Just gonna do a bit of drawing. I guess I should wait for you to discard down before I draw.
Yeah, I'm just trying to consider what I want or need. Well, here's some fun stuff. Found the
Okay,
Saboteurs
so no Sapo for a while.
and the Lost Souls.
All right. We have 16 cards in the deck before we can see that Sabo again.
Yeah.
How fun.
Yeah. Get rid of this. And I'll get rid of this. No, I won't
Get
do
rid of a
that.
sword.
Man, no, I will do that. Okay.
Okay. All right. We're drawing cards. We're thinking about life. Stocking our inventory.
We are thinking about life. Ooh, good draw.
Yeah, that is nice. Da-da-da. Ooh, nice. Cool. So what I'm going to do now is craft that tea.
Makes sense.
2 points. Then we'll draw. And then we're gonna commit a heinous crime. We're going to export.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't even remember what that means.
It's a terrible thing to do. It's a really rookie move, but you just, instead of actually getting whatever it is you're crafting, you put a warrior in payments. And so I have limited myself now. I'm only going to have 1 warrior instead of the automatic 2 that I would get.
You don't want to craft League of Adventurous Mice?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh, you can't this turn.
but I am gonna set my card price to 1 this turn.
Ooh.
Wow.
So
For the
so
multiple
big
buys.
sale,
Crazy.
big sale at the market. Feel free to buy the Bird Ambush for just 1 warrior if you'd like, or the Anvil, which is the only anvil in the deck. You know, there's there's a couple bird cards. There's a Fox Dominance card. There's a lot of good choices here. So yeah, having closeout sale, and that's where my prices are at. So,
Thuy, I like this move. This is a fun move.
it is a fun move.
The birds love this move.
I really do. See, he knows his clientele. Oh boy! Wow!
And if you're at a trade post with me, you can buy multiple cards.
I can buy 3 cards. That would be crazy, right? That would be crazy.
I don't know. If I were in your position, I might do it.
Okay. Wow, and then now the goats are even in the market potentially because they want to get some cards in their hand.
Now
Yeah, I don't know.
He has
Anything
more
here that you-
funds than it looks like, right?
Oh, he does. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 8 funds right now.
I've been kind of refraining from buying, and I think I'm going to mostly stick to that unless some big opportunity comes my way.
Well, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. You know, you buy from me and then you battle me. Like that's
That's
a
true.
good way to do it.
However, this is the perfect situation where everyone else kind of needs to be battled, like right now or in the next turn. So, because the Erie's about to start getting the 4 points a turn with the roosts. Well, I guess not right now because they lost a roost, so that's kind of good. But lizards are scary.
The otters are.
Otters,
Like-
everyone's scary right now. Except
Everyone's
I'm just
scary.
kind of picking up, putting my sandbags back together as I'm picking up from my last performance.
Look, I guess what I'm saying is he put the price at 1, but that doesn't mean we should go crazy buying up everything he's got.
Yeah,
Which
can
is
we
what the player going right before the otter purchasing would say. But no, I agree with you, JR.
Jor.
Yeah.
Could we make a collusion to simply buy 1 card at most?
It hasn't stopped us before.
Like I'm willing to buy a card and you can buy a card, and I think giving him those 2 funds is fine.
Sure. If you buy 1, I'll buy 1, and we'll call it good.
Okay. Instead of me buying 3 and you buying 2, because that is what we are capable of doing.
Yes. Let's not do that.
Okay. I will buy 1 card. I will buy that bird ambush.
A bird ambush sold for 1 warrior. Yeah.
Never said in a game of Root ever. Okay, well, pleasure doing business with you. I am going to add this bird ambush to my recruit decree. And what else do I want to do? What else do I want to add? I'm going to add a. I like this card, but it doesn't make sense for me right now. I'm going to add a propaganda bureau to my move decree. In my daylight, I'm going to do a little crafting. I'm going to craft a travel gear and a gently used knapsack.
No, that checks out.
So that's 2 points in total. And it's going to be a satchel and a boot.
Look at you taking all the craftables.
That's the
you're
plan.
doing. You're doing great policing of me with that.
I thought. Thank you. I mean, you're hitting the good ones though. Like you're getting the big juicy points. So keep that going. And I will now resolve the decree. So I'm going to put out 3 warriors. Okay, I still only have 1 battle. I think I'm just going to bolster up a little bit in my current locations, and then the otters are the ones that need to be hit still.
I mean, what? Lizards are gonna get maybe 6 points, 7 points next turn.
They will.
I only got 2 points last turn.
That's true, but you do have funds and you do have scoring potential as you start dropping some more trade posts. I'm not listening to you, Otters. I know you're
I'm just gonna bring up valid points until you doubt yourself. That's all.
This is the way. This
is the way.
Great tactic. I'm going to move. Yeah. What are we looking at for the outcast? It's potentially going mouse.
It's going mouse.
Which I think is good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I got my mouse move east, and I have 2 foxes and 1 bird move left. So let me move. Here. Yeah. And I'll go. That was my bird move. And now I have 2 fox moves left. And I will go 1 and 2. Those are all my moves. Everyone happy? Like that?
Mm-hmm.
That looked fine. Okay,
that's great.
Mr. Otters, I would like to battle you in this mouse clearing. Would you?
Oh, not clearing? You didn't want to take out a trade post for points?
I'm good.
Okay, yeah, sure, go for it. No, yeah, as you can see.
I think I want to hit the warriors more than the trade post.
I will say, Bogart, by hitting the otters, especially where a lot of their warriors are right now, you are putting the onus on yourself to deal with the lizards, or we just turn it into a big race, which I could also respect that line.
I am. I hear you. I'm keeping my eye on the lizards. They're going to do some good things this turn. I can see that, but Well, one turn at a time in the woodlands.
The
Both
birds
of you are
have
pretty well positioned, so.
the birds have been indoctrinated by the lizards.
I suppose so. It seems to be
Really have,
what's happened.
And I'm gonna build down here. Now, in my evening, I would like to invoke Charm Offensive for my friends the goats who are
Oh, thank you.
gonna get back in this game very soon.
I'm trying, yeah. I think I'm gonna have a decent turn on my next turn. Nothing that's really gonna put me like ahead, but I think it'll help get things going.
Gotcha. Okay. I score my 3 points from my loose tracker, and I'm gonna draw 2 cards. And it is your turn, Kelton Black.
Okay. Well, let's see what we're doing here. Okay, I don't believe that I'm going to Talent Scout. So let's go ahead and actions counter goes to 2, because I still have 4 warriors, yes. Okay, so with my 2 actions, I would like action 1.
Goats,
I'll
can I? So before you go from talent scouting,
Yeah, before the tent pitching, there's some sales pitching. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I'm not saying to buy a card from you. Actually, that's not where I'm going with this. I'm just wondering if you could use your clownish combat abilities to take a card from lizards. You know, slow them
lizards?
down just a little bit. Yeah, because
I
they're
suppose
ahead of you in
you could.
score. It's a unique little policing thing you can do, and I do think we need to slow them down a bit.
Yeah, I was planning to have some freedom to clownish combat, and especially with the Eerie tying up the score marker here, no one suffers the big penalty. I guess my only danger, of course, is if there's a rabbit or bird ambush. But, you know, that's fine. Like, I mean, that still gets a card out of their hand, so it's not a huge deal. So yeah, I think I can make that happen.
Yay.
It is an interesting benefit to the goats versus the lizards that, like, not only do you get a card out of the card-hungry faction's hand, but you also don't give them any acolytes. So that's a nice double whammy.
That is nice.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pitch up here in this corner rabbit clearing, and I will move 1 Cult Warrior. So that's action 1. Action 2, I will clownish combat in this other rabbit clearing against the lizard cult. Well, I guess I'm just declaring a battle. Okay, cool.
Dang.
All right, let's go to the
Didn't even
coffin.
That was cold-blooded.
If I'm getting rid of a card anyway, might as well choose which
That's
one.
fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, you always get to choose which one, so arguably, I think actually getting rid of the ambush was
Oh yeah,
kind of beneficial because I weakened this.
Yep,
So,
that's something I didn't consider. Damn.
Yeah, that's okay.
So remind me then, it's you choose when you're ahead. When is it that? Oh, it's if you're in first that it's.
Yeah, if you
What
have
does
more
it say?
victory points than everybody else, it's a random card like
That's
Price
what
of
I was
Failure
thinking of,
or
okay.
Fear of the Faithful.
Yeah, so
But-
in this board state, actually, no one would be giving up a random
No
card
one would be
because
giving
no
up
one
because
has
there's a
more
tie.
VP than
A tie.
all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Cool. So those were my 2 actions. I will not be doing any crafting.
Oh, that's
And then
rough.
let's-
Yeah, because I kind of want to keep you more in the game so you can deal with otters and birds as they pop up too.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll it back?
This is an interesting faction mix, and also I'm definitely still figuring this this faction out. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and
At least that gets me
perform.
extra points. From
I think
coffin
it's
making.
just gonna be with the 1 suit. So that is, and we're performing in this clearing. So that's gonna be 1 point for the card, and then another 2 points because each of you have an accolades marker, so that's 3 points. And then we look at the critics corner. I am still in jeers.
Lizards, where's your accolades marker?
Um,
Oh, I see it. I found it.
Right there. Yeah, I'm also keeping track at the bottom of my board, so if you want to take a look there.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and then I'm going to... Oh, right, because I have to... Right, it has to match for me to give an extra accolades marker as well. So then in that case, I'm going to go ahead and just do a 2 suit discard for an extra point. So I'll put myself up to 11.
Gotcha.
And then I will go ahead and give an accolades marker to the lizards again. So
thank
go ahead
you.
and score another point, lizards. And that is going to be it for me. So I'll go ahead and draw 2 and then pass it along.
Sweet. Alrighty then. Let's see
Look at that.
here.
You're right with us in the score tracker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's relatively close. Mid.
Root is a game, though, where the score tracker belies the
It's a little
strength of
deceptive.
factions.
It really does.
I think we've got 10 warriors in the coffin right now.
Yeah, we do. So that's going to be 2 points.
I'm getting really nervous about these coffin makers now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to say you're the one who put the 2 saboteurs in there, but
I was told that otters were going to craft that saboteurs, and that never happened for some reason. I didn't question it, which is, that's on me.
I mean, I couldn't after you bought it. It would have happened eventually.
You've had all the saboteurs, friend.
No. Remember that turn I bought the bird dominance instead of the saboteurs?
I know. Well,
I forget what happened, but
You've
it
got
doesn't matter.
a
We'll
lot of-
figure it out.
Got
Well,
a lot of
yeah.
funds, friend.
as I like to say, no one person could have created this much of a mess of a board state. It's a combined effort, really.
Okay, lizards, are you gonna buy this fox dominance off me so that you have easier access to score in all 3 suits? Or
I feel like I'd be
or not?
patronizing my own downfall if I were to give you any more warriors.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to. I already have my 2 funds, so I'm set. But it'll never be at 1 fund again, just so you know.
Still.
It took a lot of tactics to get it to be at this price.
Yeah, I mean, it really
Otter's
is.
also
I
got hit
used-
pretty bad.
I
on
used the
return.
forbidden export move to do this, so.
All right, you silver-tongued fox, you. I'll buy it. I'll take it. 1 dominance.
You poor thing. Thank you.
And that's the one to take, because now you got it you'll have it in your outcast cycle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's smart. Risky, but smart.
it is risky, and part of me is like, what am I gonna do with all these cards? Like, I can only score once per turn per faction or per suit.
Pursuit,
so,
correct.
yeah. Okay, that's fine. I
Can always load
uh,
up your garden clearings, though.
I was gonna say I can always bulk up. So especially against the Otterball and Commander, the more the merrier.
And this outcast is still bunny.
Still bunny, and honestly, I'm starting to get a little, a little over it.
I'm
I mean,
so
I feel
over
like
this.
it's a perfect place for you, because if you draw the other coins, you're set.
Yeah, no, you're right. Cool. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could. Is there anything worth crusading or converting? No, I don't think so. I mean, I guess I could move this guy back to.
You only have 1 acolyte, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah, there's
and the
not a
acolyte
whole lot.
goes. That's fine. It'll go to Coffin Maker. It'll bulk up my defenses here. That's fine. I just want to keep things safe.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good use of the acolyte.
All right, daylight. I can start revealing and scoring. Let's see here. Cool. Well, let's do that first. I will score in. Oh, oops. Hold on. We need to
Gotta empty it. Yep, right click,
empty that.
discard.
Yeah. I just want informants was from last turn, right? I didn't put that in?
Yeah, because I
okay.
discarded that informants, I'm pretty sure.
Perfect. There we go. Okay, cool. Back to business. 2 points, scoring there. And then I will reveal a mouse ambush to recruit in this mouse clearing. I will reveal false orders and travel gear to recruit 2 lizards into this fox clearing. And then I will discard the fox dominance to score another 2 points from the same clearing. Cool. And that'll be it for daylight. I want to craft. This rabbit still. I guess I could craft like travel gear. I'm still gonna draw 4, so I might as well get points while I can.
Definitely. And while there are still craftables left.
Yeah, so
I think you should leave it for the otters to craft.
Hard pass.
Hard fast, dang it.
Cool. All right, so there's the boot, and there's a point, and that'll be it. So let me draw up and discard down, and that'll be me.
Alright, I'm just gonna get my warriors all in the funds. Looks like you're discarded down. Cool, cool. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and move over here. And we are going to trade post. Oh, I guess those two go into the coffin, actually. Trade. So yeah, trade post in for 2 points. Yep. We're going to craft the hammer. Two points. Gonna draw card. If only the birds didn't craft all the bags. You're supposed to have disdain for trade, birds. What's going on here?
It's really just more like a disdain for extra points, but
the faction has the disdain. The player controlling the faction has an affinity for.
I suppose
crafting.
because you're extorting the poor denizens' crafts and wares, so they begrudgingly contribute to the war effort. But
I'm gonna go ahead and craft that saboteurs I just drew.
Good draw. On
yeah, I know. On the reshuffle.
Yay.
Where are you going to use that on?
Probably Charm Offensive.
I hear Charm Offensive is a pretty scary card, yeah.
I may overvalue Charm Offensive.
Hey, I don't, because it's the
No,
only thing
Charm
keeping me in the
Offensive.
Card draw.
Charm Offensive is an amazing card, but Coffin Makers is like legendary. Blue Eyes White Dragon, scary.
game. Yeah. It's like top 3 cards of this deck, easily.
Cool, we're gonna go ahead and set prices at 3. Not that any of you are going to buy. But yeah, we're gonna pass the turn.
Okay. Yes, I will not be buying. I think I missed last turn my swap meet ability. I think I had the chance to, and I just forgot it. So I would like to swap meet. Now the question is, whom would I like to swap meet? Or who? Otters, lizards.
I mean, I don't keep bird cards, and you like bird cards.
What I am gonna say is that if you swap meet me and you take my sword, I am going to sabo your swap meet.
That's understandable. I'm hoping I don't get the sword. There are other things there that I would like to.
I mean, you can give it right back, so it doesn't matter if you do. But
oh, that's true.
But yeah, if you want a shot at 2 of my bird cards, that's cool. But if it's a sword, you better give it back for the good of the table.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm going to. I changed my mind. I'm going to swap meet the lizards.
Okay.
All right. Nah, take your pick.
Okay.
Keeping it real. I like this commander.
Where does he keep his nice juicy cards? I think on this side.
Under his 6th finger. Whoa, I definitely saw that card. I shouldn't have seen it, but I did see it.
Yeah. I guess I'm allowed to show cards if I wanted to.
No.
Like, I didn't
Nope.
necessarily
No.
want to.
You
You're
are
never
not.
allowed to reveal hidden information unless explicitly instructed.
Sorry,
by
I guess
the
I should have flipped my cards over before he drew.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Just a little snappy.
I didn't know that. Oh, so thank you for explaining that to me, because I've
That's
definitely.
okay. Yeah, it obviously, and then it can become a bit of a gray area because there's a certain amount of like mind games / what is good form versus not when it comes to like speaking about cards that you have seen through game mechanics, like swap meet.
Oh, I mean, it's completely legal to talk about that sort of
Yeah,
thing, but we always need to be able to accuse you of lying, and that's why you can't reveal hidden information.
Understood. Okay. Let's see. In my bird song, I'm going to add 1 or 2 cards in my decree. I'm going to add Arms Trader to my battle decree.
And as a stacked decree.
And that is the only thing I'm going to add to the decree this turn. I'm going to craft, in my daylight now, I'm going to craft League of Adventurous Mice.
Oh, so fun. That's awesome.
And here we go. And I'm going to craft Bake Sale.
No, how dare you?
Yes.
No, you monster. Ah. For a whole 1
Well,
point.
the good news is there's a lot of cardboard for the otters to clean up. The bad news is I feel the pain of how much recruiting will need to happen on your part.
Okay. Now I'm going to resolve the decree. So I got 3 recruits to pull out here. 1, 2, 3. So we have sword action, and a crossbow. Okay. All 3 warriors are going here. And for my moves, I'm going to move. I'm going to move 4 of these warriors up. I'm going to break up my fox moves. I'll leave 1 behind. And then now I have 1 bird move left, and that is going to be. Oh no! I'm sorry. I gotta rewind this.
Good old bird moves. Good old decree.
Some things never change.
I want to get to here. I want to start chewing through this. I'm in the position to do the most damage, and he's got a bunch of lizards here, and we got to start uprooting some of these gardens. So I think I'm actually going to place these 3 warriors here. This is not going to be as easy as I thought in terms of moving into. All right, Goats, I know you're not in a position to attack. You can only maybe do some sort of clownish combat.
Yeah, no, I'd basically be missing my whole turn to do some table policing.
Yeah.
And there's not really any targets that are open enough for me to want to hit.
Otters doesn't necessarily have board presence to hit, but they do have 2 here. Maybe they can build and otter ball into this.
It's rough because there are the 2 goats there, which means I'd need 5 warriors just to make it past.
But you can
actually,
just move along the river, though.
Well, I mean, you want me to get to this fox clearing, don't you? Or is that what you're asking? Can I get to this fox clearing?
I'm thinking, well, you could either hit this or this.
Based on your location. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's much more doable.
The rapid one is probably the most appealing target, given that it's on the river. So if anything goes horribly wrong, the otters still have an out.
Okay. I'm going to do my moves. So I recruited up here instead. Now I'm going to move 2 guys here for my mouse move. I'm going to move all 4 of my guys up here for my bird move. And for my 2 fox moves, I'm going to retreat 1 guy down here and 1 guy down here. Those are my moves.
Okay.
And now, Jayor, let us dance. Would you? I'm gonna attack you up here. Would you like to ambush?
In the fox clearing? No.
Yes. Okay. And I have 3 warriors. Let's see what happens.
Woof.
Big hit.
All right, so
So
that's
Huge hit, yeah.
4 lost and 2 lost for you.
Yes.
So I
Acolytes.
need to remember.
Acolytes.
Wizard... Sorry.
Those go to acolytes.
Oh,
Yes.
and then when I spend them, they go to.
When you spend them as acolytes, they'll go to the coffin. Because basically, anytime a warrior goes to a supply, it will go to the coffin instead.
Oh, that's a bummer because it's about to get wiped, but that's all right.
True. Yes.
Now I'm going to let's do another for my second battle. I'd like to battle again in this fox clearing. Ready?
Sure, do it. Ooh, not bad. Except it only takes out. It takes out both, but
Yes.
none of my gardens, fortunately.
Not the gardens.
But you've got League of Adventures Mice, which you're planning on
No.
using right now, right?
And I am planning on using League of Adventures Mice.
Oh, that's
And I will-
brutal. You rolled 2 3s.
I will
Oh,
exhaust those
man.
juicy coins.
I mean, the good news is you're not going to suffer double Fear of the Faithful.
And I rolled a 0. That's so unfortunate.
Or wait, it's anytime they're removed, right?
All right.
He
It's-
will suffer double Fear of the Faithful.
Yo, you're right. I forgot how Fear of the Faithful. It's different from Price of Failure.
Right.
I scored 2
All
points
right.
from that.
Hey, well.
I hope I'm less of a threat. I'd like to point out. at this
I know. Hey, look, Aerie's doing really well.
point. Yeah.
Otters are going to have to start getting scrappy. I think it's clear how the mid game is shaping up.
Fear of the Faithful. How's this work again?
And I'm just a humble
Start
entertainer
a random card
trying to
from
make
your
my way.
hand. All right, I'm gonna flip these. I would like somebody to pick randomly 2 cards and
Yeah, I'll pick one if that's all right.
please
Go ahead.
Grab this one.
Hey,
I want to pick one too because
Oh, go ahead, Huey. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
because yeah, it's really nice to destroy the lizards.
yeah, everyone get in on this. Come on.
Just to be helpful.
And
Do we
now
get any more Fox cards in this outcast?
I'm going to build. I'm done with all my other actions, so I'm going to build. Where to build? I think I'm going to. Yeah, this might be silly, but I'm gonna build up here on the river. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. In my evening, I'm going to invoke Charm Offensive on you, Mr. Goats.
Thank you.
And I'm now going to score the dreaded 4 points. 1, 2,
Yep.
4. And I'm going to draw 2 cards. And that's my turn.
Okay.
What a turn.
Well, let's see what I've got going on here. I do think a talent scouting needs to happen just so I have actions to do my shenanigans. So,
that makes sense.
yeah, let's go ahead and prep for that. So I will go ahead and discard tunnels. And I'll put some goats over here. And
Are
that's gonna be it
ya-
for talent?
Are you gonna perform to all of us this turn?
I think I am, yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So that'll give me 2 actions. So action 1 will be pitching over here. And I'll go ahead and move a Cult Warrior.
Nice.
And action 2 will be pitching over here. I will go ahead and move a Riverfolk Warrior.
That's gonna make it harder for me to do my thing, but it's okay,
I know.
actually. It's okay.
I gotta get points where I can. This is
No, you gotta.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kelton, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm struggling a bit here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and perform then. So I'll discard for a matching clearing. So that's 1 point for the card, 2 points for the lizard accolades, and then
Kelton.
a point each. Yeah.
Could it?
Did I mess up?
No. You know what? I was gonna suggest maybe doing your performance here and
Cannot.
orders in here, but then you wouldn't be able to pull.
I can't set
Am
up
I still the
defense.
target? Because
No, you're
Oh.
not still the target, lizard.
Okay.
You're not still the target.
Okay.
Yuri's the target.
Okay.
I can't set up tents here because pilgrims always rules, and I can only set up tents where I rule.
Oh, I understand. I missed that part.
So
Thank you.
it's just not happening.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 point for the card, 2 points for the lizard accolade, and then another point each for those accolades. So that should be 5 points. That brings me up to 17.
Good show. Good show.
Thank you. It's that may be the best performance I squeak out all game, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, and then I will go ahead and give an accolade marker to the Riverfolk. So please score 1 point, Riverfolk.
Yay.
And I'm still on Jeers, and which I was supposed to do before, but and then I'll go ahead and draw 2 cards. Okay, that's it for me.
Lizards, you look like you're in a rough spot.
It's not great.
I just wanna say that I actually don't want you to buy from me. You only roll 1 clearing, and you only roll 1 clearing. So like, I can only do like so little with your funds. I'd rather have my own funds. So if you could make that happen.
I'm just picturing like some big fat otter with a big cigar, like sitting in a smoky room. Yeah, Pat, okay, we're good.
The office space of Root.
Yeah. Okay. Bird's
Coffin
eye.
makers.
Oh,
Coffin makers.
sorry. Yes. So that is 1 point.
Yeah, you still get your point.
And this goes to the supply. And this guy becomes.
And Theory, don't forget
Fox
your
Outcast.
Otter Warriors from the coffin.
Oh, that's right. They're dead to me.
Now, Theory, before I move on, is there any way I could convince you not to saboteur the coffin makers?
The outcast is gonna be Fox.
I have to catch up. The birds are looking really good. And here's my argument. I think right now, the value that he's getting out of League of Adventurous Mice is more than I'm getting from Coffin Makers. Because he has 3 untapped battle actions, basically for free, that he just has at his disposal. And that's pretty scary, especially since he's pulling ahead.
Right.
Also, it's pretty hard for the lizards to do much policing against the birds without cast shifting to Fox. Best they can do is like sanctify and convert once, which is
At
going to
this
be.
point, it's a race for me. One that I don't know I can win. And I feel like destroying Coffin Makers is just kind of a win more strategy where it's just, yeah, I'm slower at this race that I'm already losing.
Right. So I've got certain priorities myself. And so if you can cause yourself to rule another clearing that I don't already have a trade post in, then I won't sabo your coffin makers.
Sorry, what's the request here?
Wow.
You've just gotta rule another clearing that doesn't have a trade post in it, and then I won't sabo your coffin makers.
This might be one if you want to police the birds, because you could sanctify convert for 4 acolytes. Or sorry, 5 acolytes. Oof.
Which one were you pointing?
The fox clearing on the left on the river,
Yeah.
our left. But I could understand if you don't want to put yourself there.
Yeah. I mean,
I also,
yeah. Still got my eye back on just this clearing. The problem is that it's just there's so little in the way of converting and sanctifying and whatnot.
Yeah,
So
I mean, you could just convert that one Eerie warrior, and then I don't know.
That will
what your hand
fulfill
is.
my request. Yeah, if you just convert that single warrior, then I will keep
That's a
your
good
coffin
point.
alive.
Yeah. All
But
right.
listen, Jayor.
Uh-huh.
He has eight funds, and it's going to go up to 10 on his next turn. That he has 5 trade posts left, and as he drops them, that will be 10 points. I don't know if he can do it all on one turn, but he's at 19 right now.
The otters are certainly scary.
We're a small business. We're a family.
Yeah, sure.
We're a family-owned
Bears and Erie
business.
are like scary and well positioned. I do think Erie's in a slightly better place than Otters right now, but they're both definitely like contenders.
Yeah.
I think that you and I, Jayor, we've got our engines
Mhm.
surviving even after kind of getting hit at various points.
They need to see mechanic, those engineers, or those engines,
Yeah.
rather.
So
Bogart, here's where I'm at. You punched my teeth in last turn for good reason.
Yes.
But I'm reeling, picking myself off the floor with a bloody nose. And
Yes.
if you're worried about the otters, then
I
I invite you to do something about them. But I need to get back in the game, right?
I very much intend to. I'm just concerned about where he's going to be able to drop these trade posts because he has 4 of my warriors, 4 of your warriors.
Yep.
And so if there are 2 clearings that you rule without a trade post and 2 clearings that I rule without a trade post, he can drop all of them.
Yeah.
So we need to get the hell out of Dodge. We need to get out of clearings with like this.
I
and
mean,
this.
Erie is never going to be able to get out of clearings. Like that's just not going to support the Erie game plan, and it's just very difficult to do unless you're planning to turmoil yourself this close to the end. So, I mean,
It's just unfortunate.
yeah. Honestly, Lizards, here's a line you could consider. You could just consider doing whatever you need to do for your turn and just ignore the board state and put pressure on the Riverfolk to have to police the birds. Because if it turns into a straight race, I do think the Erie is slightly better positioned just because the Otters need to like put things on the board since a lot of the good crafting has been taken up. I mean, they can definitely throw down 2 Fox trade posts and then just try to draw for swords and stuff. So it's not, it's not happening. But I don't know. Or they actually only need to throw down 1 Fox trade post. So I say it's your call. But if you just focus on your own game plan this turn, it does kind of pressure other people to have to do
Right.
to do the
Lizards
policing.
were just
But,
asking me to keep their coffins alive, so I gave them what I
Of
gave them
course.
an option. It's up to them.
I think that our game plans do align a bit. My hand is looking really bad, and I cannot give you more funds, so I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place here.
JR,
yeah.
I have one final pitch.
Please.
So his path to victory is dropping these trade posts and crafting swords. That's his path, right? He has 1 bunny post which he currently cannot drop. You only rule 1 clearing, which means he can only use 2 of your funds to make a trade post. Now he can spend all 4 of my bird warriors. I think the move to help you and to help you and to hurt the Otters is to buy that Foxfolk steel. Because he can't do anything with those warriors.
Interesting. Hold on. Let me think about this.
Does that give you your best shot, though? Because that definitely gets rid of your coffin makers, unless you do the deal. Then I will keep it.
God damn it. He really he's got me here.
I also think Fox Suit is not all that helpful for the Lizards right now because they mostly want to be focusing on keeping the bunny and mouse scoring alive. Because 4 points a turn
at this
is
point,
still great.
I probably do just want to abandon the Fox plan.
3 suits is a very tall order to sustain.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna have to play my plan and try to avoid giving the Otters too many outs.
You just can't go into another clearing and let him spend those warriors. I know that's his demand for sabotaging coffin makers, but it would be game. And I don't think I can win next turn. I think I'm 2 turns away.
I'm gonna hedge my bets on the fact that you could sabo coffin makers. I don't think that's in your best interest either way. So, you can blackmail if you want, but all right. So
fair enough.
let's see. Where was I? Where am I at in the thing? Have we done Birdsong yet?
You did. You haven't even changed the outcast. I don't think you've done anything on your turn yet.
You just did coffin makers.
Great.
Yeah, you just did coffin makers. It's true.
Okay, awesome. Then let's get into it. So outcast becomes rabbit, or did I misread it?
Unhated fox.
Unhated fox, right? Okay. And then now we discard. All right. Let's see here. Conspiracies in fox.
Good old discard blocking Dan.
I could do things. It's just if I make gardens that are undefended, it's just so risky for me. I'm just not worth it because I'm just giving cardboard to people.
Yeah, that'll definitely accelerate Yuri's win condition if you do that.
Yeah. So what I'll do then, because I gotta start spending, especially while I have coffin makers, if you don't Sabo it, which you might. Is it worth just waiting a turn and hoping that I get hated? I don't think I have another turn to wait, so I'm just gonna have to start weakening people. So
No.
I'm gonna convert
into the
him.
coffin.
But be sure to move out of there, because now you rule this.
No,
There's a
you're
trade
good.
post there, so if you don't
Yeah,
take
it
out the
doesn't
trade
matter.
post,
He's fine.
you can
that's
Yeah.
true.
down
That's
another
true.
trade post.
That's very true.
Cool. And then May Battle, I see. Do I want to Crusade? Yeah, let's get a point. Might as well. I'm going to spend two more. Oh, no, because then you can just put another one there. Hold on, how many fox things do you have? Yeah, I don't want to get rid of that, because then you can just plop it right back down. Okay, but if I... Okay, yeah, I'm going to convert your bird over here, Bogart. You still rule it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But I guess it leaves it open for the otters. But look,
Well, 1 point is less than 2 points.
Yeah. That's math.
Amazing.
That's math.
Incredible. Okay, that'll be my conspiracies for now. So now it is daylight. And first thing I'll do is earn points in my mouse clearing.
Nice.
Yep. And then...
I'll move this to the Lost Souls.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. I was like, no, don't get rid of my card, please. Let's see here. And then I will reveal this ambush to... I guess, honestly, best place to put it is just bulk up here.
Yeah, I think 6 is a solid number for that clearing.
Yeah. And then finally, I've got this just completely useless fox card. Just so utterly useless. And I guess... unless I want to go here. Guess I could start doing stuff up here.
You would rule that clearing.
Yeah, right. Good point.
I think either this fox clearing or this fox clearing, because it just having single lizards scattered about gives you potential if a crusade lines up.
Potential bids. All right.
To like move into a clearing that you're already in and then fight.
Cool. Then I will do that. Get my cards back. And let's see. Can I craft anything? No, I cannot. So I will draw 3 cards and pass my turn.
You did not adhere to the goal. You did
Now-
not.
Be reasonable now. Think about what you
Goodbye, goodbye, coffin makers.
No!
Goodbye.
Wow.
Oh, brutal.
JR, I did think sabotaging League was the smarter move.
Oh yeah, I definitely did a dumb move, but that was it
But
was
you did it
fun.
out of
Out of spite,
you're a person
yeah.
of your word. Yeah.
That's right.
A Lannister, a Riverfolk always repays
Pays their debts.
Yeah, pays his
It's
debts.
true. They, out of any faction, they're the ones who have the receipts.
Okay.
This is gonna be a tough one. Do you have it, Thuy, or is it gonna come down to card draw?
No, I don't have it. Things are not quite lined up. Yeah, I have just enough funds to yeah, if everything were perfectly placed, I would have it, but nothing is perfectly placed, so I do not. But yeah, let me just do some looking and thinking.
The tension.
Yep.
See, do these ghosts need to get hit?
How
I
are
mean,
goats doing? They've got
You could probably spare the actions to hit me. I guess you do only have 2 battles, but if you put more battles in, you could. You could also just do it just for the points. Because if otters don't hit you, I think you're in like an incredibly favored position. But I don't know if otters can spare the actions necessarily.
Okay, we're gonna start off by crafting Corvid planners. Then we're going to move. Then we're going to battle the birds. Do you ambush birds?
I'm thinking.
Oh man. Wait a minute. Can he if he destroys your roost, then I rule that clearing, and he can establish a trade post there anyway, right?
Correct.
So if you have an ambush, now is probably the time to use it.
Otters, I
wouldn't-
think, have enough actions though to make another attempt at it.
They can't, but
So-
it's gonna drain some actions. I will ambush.
Sad. You bought that ambush for me. From me.
Yeah. I actually had this bird ambush already in my hand. This is
Oh, gotcha. The
secret
original.
ace
The
up my
problem
sleeve.
is here, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
This is so rough.
All right. Fun. Oh man, that ruins everything. Good work.
Okay.
Good work.
I didn't realize it was gonna be that big of a hamper. I'm glad it is.
Yeah. Oh wait. No, it still is. It still is. All right. Well, let's pivot a little bit. We are going to do one of my bird trade posts. Well, Erie, whatever. That's 2 points. Going to craft sword for 2 points. And I don't know, I guess. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do another trade post. Probably not the right move, but whatever.
I think that's the move. I think that's what I would have done too.
All right, prizes are sky high. And we'll pass the turn.
It's a tough market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of have to get there because the otters have it on their turn.
Let's see where you're at.
I don't know how you get 5 cardboard points, but maybe you can. Maybe this is possible with Commander.
I'm looking.
It's tough because too much stuff is scattered about. So if there was one really juicy clearing, I mean, I guess there's this one that has 3, but there isn't. And I mean, this one also has 3, but they're both gated behind a lot of warriors.
There's a bunch of undefended trade posts lying around. If you can maneuver your movement so that you have like a few birds in each one, or even just one, because he doesn't have any ambushes.
I just need one.
But the problem is getting enough battle actions because the Eerie can only add 2 cards, right?
Yeah, but he's got like I said, he's got the League of Adventurous
That's true.
Mice.
League is actually, that's kind of backbreaking here.
I'm down for this, Commander. Take us
Yeah,
home.
right? It's cool.
It is cool.
I think it's possible. It is like
it's RNG dependent. Like you'll have to roll well,
and also just a big puzzle, even without the whims of fate.
First things first, I am going to swap meet the lizards.
All right. Here, let me flip first. All right, take your pick.
Okay.
What did you get? Why are you laughing? Tell us.
I got the dumb coins.
Yeah. Completely worthless.
Nice.
Okay.
Come on, don't be so mean to Protection Racket, okay?
The tension in the card.
It's quite the tense card. And that's all I'll say about that.
I will. Here you go. That's for you, JR.
Wow, so kind.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay. I can hit this. I can hit this. I can move to hit this. That's 3.
Do you need riverboats to be able to maneuver?
No.
I'm blocking that up pretty hard.
Wait. I might be able to use it.
Honestly, buying from me will do you no bad right now, because I do have it 100% on my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I pumped up my prices, to discourage.
Oh, but, in fairness, I did swap meet already, and...
oh, that's true. That's true. That is shut off, then.
Yeah. That would have been, good. Okay, I mean, is there a way for me to hit all 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta drop two cards in my battle decree.
I mean, you'd only need to move 2 birds into this rabbit roost to be able to move out of it.
I think I got it. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, I'm going to
Amazing.
Drop Fox Partisans and Travel Gear into my battle decree, and I'm going to now resolve. So I'm going to get 3.
So if he rolls a 0-0 in that one fox clearing, then he doesn't win.
That would be problematic, yes.
And I'm down for
Yes,
that,
right.
obviously.
That would be pretty funny.
So
Wait,
I just
have
need
you
to put-
done all the math right? Because I'm only seeing 4 roost points and 5 battle points, which leaves you at 29.
That is 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Are you crafting something as well?
I can't. I was hoping to
You
pick up a
could.
crossbow or something. I
So
could-
you'll
hold
have to go for a clearing with more cardboard in it if you're gonna take your one shot.
You might have enough adventurous mice actions, so
Nope.
if you move...
Nope.
What?
It's only once
does
per
not.
daylight.
Because you only
I can
get
only
to
use it once.
use lead once a
Oh.
turn.
You can't burst it out.
You can't, no.
Thuy, you are correct. For some reason I was thinking, oh yeah, I can put another card in my build decree to get that 5th point. But no, I need the battle
Wow.
actions.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you can try burning through like a lizard clearing with multiple cardboard points. Like this
True.
might be what you need to do in order to make it
2 for
happen.
1. It's in the same clearing. That would be your best bet. You'd have to get a 3.
Or maybe it doesn't actually shoot.
Or you'd have to get a 4.
Because I
You can't
mean,
even-
because with your current calculus, it's 1 point per 1 battle. But with the lizards, it's
yeah.
still like 1 point per 1 battle in either of these clearings too. So yeah, I don't think it's possible.
I
Shoot.
think it's mathematically impossible, unfortunately.
That's...
Ugh.
That hurts.
Well, I will get to my 29 points and just enjoy watching the otters pass.
I
over
mean,
the finish
if
line.
we're king making, the goats could give you the win.
Oh, that is
goats.
true. They could perform to you, and then you win.
Final performance for the king.
That is true. I
No,
don't
that
know
is
if-
using that power for evil. Don't you dare.
Put 1,
Lol.
2, and
Good eye for seeing that, JR.
3. All right. I'm going to start my moves. My march towards death. I'm gonna move 1 here. That's my bird action. I'm going to move 1 warrior down south. That's 1 fox. I'm going to move for my mouse move. I'm going to move this warrior up, and I have 1 more fox action, and that's going to be where did I put my shit? Excuse me. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna move down here for my last move. Okay.
So wait, are you still doing like 5 battles? Okay, you are. Okay.
I am. Yeah,
Fun.
yeah, I'm gonna do the 5 battles.
Go nuts.
All right. So
Let's
battle
go.
1 is here.
Okay, excellent. I have no ambushes as you can see, so
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so there's 1 battle. That's my fox battle. My mouse battle will be here for 2.
okay, looks like
That's for-
someone's
yeah,
giving
for
you the
1.
points. Cuckoo.
Yeah, I'm tracking points.
And now let's battle in this mouse clearing, and let's see what happens. Okay,
Woohoo.
brutal. For 3, I'm going to.
And
now
did someone
battle-
do the point from the trade post?
Yes, I'm doing
Okay,
points.
great. Thank you.
battle up here for 4? Let's see these rolls.
Oh.
Okay. And for my League of Adventurous Mice, I will exhaust one of my lovely satchels to attack you here.
All right, it's all
Let me
yours.
just grab a trade post. That's a point. If the Cirque de Goat is in the spirit of king making this during this performance season, I would love to invoke my charm offensive on the goats.
I mean, I'd say it's your call on the charm offensive here. I definitely don't have the 11-point or 12-point burst. I don't know. I don't necessarily think I feel right about just giving the. It would be very funny, and I am a clown, so that it's not 100% off the table, but I do, as my face paint is tear stained and everything, I do shake my cloven hoof skyward, as I say, yet again, great spirits of the woodland, you've put me in a game with a no turmoil Eerie. So
I've been looking for opportunities to turmoil him, but it's all bird cards.
It's just the way that things set up, and the Otters, of course, had a great series of crafting turns, so I can't really blame them either. If anything, I could have maybe sacrificed more of my early tempo to do a lot of talent scouting just to have board presence, but so I don't know. We'll see.
And Kelton, we'll see. But I did give you that point for Charm Offensive.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Please take it. I don't know if you gave it to yourself already, but
no, I didn't.
Okay, I will do it for you. There.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I will draw 3 cards. And Cirque de Goat.
Yeah.
Take it away for one final act.
I know. Yeah, I don't think talent scouting is happening here, so we're gonna go to 2 actions.
I mean, you could talent scout and then steal a bunch of cards from everyone. Everyone is ahead of you in score, so you could steal 3 cards this turn.
That's true, I suppose.
Imagine a 9-point performance right now, bringing you to a solid 27. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That's ambitious, but I guess I could try.
Maybe Thuy doesn't have it. Maybe he's bluffing.
I think he definitely has it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wishful thinking.
But yeah, no, I know. I'm appreciating the hope as well. Okay. Well, I guess.
Oh, I'm not doubting that I have it. I 100% have it.
No, I know. We all know you have it. You know you have it. So if I put out 4 more, that's 2 more actions. So I'd have 4 instead of 2. So I could do like 2 battles, which I guess would make up for spending these cards now. However, I do kind of put myself at the mercy of whatever people are giving me. Well, except the Eerie, it's a random one.
Hey, Goats, I'll be real nice. I'll just give you whatever one you ask for. That's fine.
Well, I'd probably just be the bird then, at that point, just to have the flexibility.
I'll just give you a bird card. Yeah.
Okay. Because I guess I don't need to pitch this turn, actually, because I'm already performing well. So
you
that's
could just do 3 battles. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I definitely have... Huh. Okay. Wait, I might be able to do some galactic shenanigans that will not really accomplish anything, but it will be funny. And that's what's important.
Yeah, have the fun.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna talent scout once. And we're gonna go ahead and put 2 goat warriors here. Okay. So that gives me 3 actions now. Okay, action 1. Eerie, I would like to battle you here in this fox clearing. Would you like to ambush?
No.
Okay. Okay, I'll be a clown and do no hits, but you will have to give me a random card.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Well, it has to be random.
It does have to be random. So
funny enough.
I'm not
it does have to be random. I see.
At this point, I'm just kind of seeing what people are gonna give me, and we'll take it from there.
That is what you have to
Okay.
do as goats sometimes. Just
And I want to shuffle.
Excellent.
Okay.
And I'll take this. Okay, cool. Second action, Riverfolk, I would like to battle you here.
yep, go for it.
All right. Okay, I will do no hits. I'll lose a warrior. And I'll take a card. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, lizards, I would like to battle you here in this fox clearing. Would you like to ambush?
I would not.
Okay. We're really sending in the clowns now. Okay, so I will choose to, still clown around, so no hits. I'll lose one warrior. And I will take a card of your choosing.
Here you are, sir. Do with
Thank
it
you.
what you will.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. This is I've reached peak Pagliacci. Okay.
Love it.
Thank you. Okay, so I think then we're ready to perform here. So saving cards for extra accolades is pretty useless at this point. So I think we're gonna go whole hog. So that's gonna be 1, 2, Frieda's fox, Frieda's bird. So that's 4, and we're performing here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's a 9-point performance.
Ooh,
27.
Dang.
27.
yeah, dang.
That was a great show.
Thank you. Everything goes to the bin. And then I get to decide what I'm doing here with
Just
the...
Consider the meme. Just at least consider.
So one, I don't think it's tasteful to do that, and two, I'm going to be doing a fun little way to end the show and show a fun interaction between goats and otters.
I mean, we gotta see the fun things happen. That's
Of course.
I live for the entertainment, and so good entertainment requires that I not end the game so unceremoniously. So go ahead and take another point, lizards.
But I will just say for the record that you are still king making, right? The choice
obviously.
is yours. Yes.
But I mean, I do recognize that.
Well, he's not crowning the king. There's a difference between crowning the king and king making.
On his head and giving an opportunity. So.
I appreciate
Very,
all the
very
execution of your fabulous decree that you've had to do this game, Bogart. But I'm always a little sad when the Erie doesn't turmoil. I think, at least one's got to happen. Though I recognize that with the speed of this game, that definitely could have been disastrous. Oh well, that's it for me. I'm gonna draw 2 cards, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. Cool. So the outcast goes to hated for Fox, and we discard. Oh, thank you. Now we do conspiracies. I've only got 2 acolytes, which is painful. That's fine.
Are you gonna score in all 3 suits? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think I can.
Oh,
I wish
okay.
I could.
Because if you could, it'd be cool to sanctify this roost, get a point out of that. Use a fox card to build another garden, and then score in all 3 suits. I'm just saying.
I absolutely could, yeah, because I there's the fox dominance out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
well, JR.
Yeah.
I will say, if this remains undefended, then Thuy has a guaranteed victory. If you pick it up off the board, I actually don't think it's guaranteed. I think he still has to rely on rolls, and he could get bad rolls or not draw a sword.
Oh no, I'm just gonna win with trade posts. There's no rolling involved with what I'm doing.
And look, I could take that one out if I had an additional acolyte, but I do not. So I'm just going to do what gets me the most points, which will be sanctifying this roost here. Which gives me 1.
Actually, funny enough, me telling you to do that makes my job harder. But I think I'll figure it out.
Cool. Yeah. So no more acolytes. So I'll move on to daylight. And the first thing I'll do is trade in boat builders for this fox dominance. Oop. Come on. There we go.
Oh, this coffin maker should be in the discard pile too.
That's. Oh shoot! Yeah, that's been gone. I don't.
It's okay.
That would affect anything, but
no, it wouldn't have affected because I think it was 2 mouse and 2 fox.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, it was 2 mouse, 2 fox.
And then maybe 1 bunny, so it wouldn't have.
Yeah. It wasn't enough to create a
new
plurality, right? I always get it. You always correct me, Bogart, when I.
Yes, a plurality.
Yes, Markapasa streamer. It is the end times.
I'm getting the gems ready.
Doom is coming. Okay, so it's second garden. So then I'll do the funny, which is 2 points, and then 2 points, and then 2 points.
Beautiful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's
hey, we still made it pretty close. Both games have been incredibly close.
So close. Now, if we had coins, oh baby, oh wait, it's still fox.
I know.
That's fox.
If you had a sword, you would have it.
That's true.
No, dude, don't say that to me. Well, I guess it was gone by now anyway, right?
It was gone by now, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Man, yeah, this was a close game. All right, let's see. So then, return to hand, craft and draw 4 cards, and that'll be me. All right, Huey, let's see the cool thing.
All right. So yeah, welcome to the stream, Markapasa's streamer. I'm the Otters, and I'm about to win. So, well, I think so. The calculus has changed slightly. Basically, I need to get all 3 of these trade posts out to win. Erie don't rule any fox clearings anymore, which
they do actually.
Wait. Oh, never mind. This is easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got.
This is what I was talking about. How it's guaranteed now.
So yeah, we're gonna trade post here. We're gonna trade post here, and then I'm gonna use my own funds to trade post here. Because since the goats rule, I can treat it as if I rule.
You can treat it as if you rule.
And so I can use my own funds
That's cool.
to finish it off.
Very fun.
There we
Very
go.
fun finish.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well played, Huey.
Thank you.
All the way to
Look at
31
that
points.
end track. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I think this is even closer than just in terms of the position than where the last game was. So.
Totally. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, nice and flush. Yeah.
And Huey, gems coming in hot.
Woo! Yes.
Yeah, congrats.
Okay.
I drew the crossbow on my last.
Dang.
Wow, this is a very, very close game. It didn't feel that way for a very long time, though.
No, it did not.
Yeah.
Did not. Cool. Kelton, tell us, how was it playing the goats?
Oh boy. So I definitely felt the, to quote back of board, complexity high in this game. I did my as much prep as I felt was reasonable going into this game, which was, kind of looking over the lovely strategy guide that you've written a couple times, and then I also just kind of tactily played around with the pieces on TTS yesterday evening. Just to look at the faction board and observe the steps. I think the biggest hurdle that I faced was feeling like I didn't have enough cards. I guess I wasn't thinking as much about giving up cards to Talent Scout to then use those actions to get them back with Clownish Combat later. I guess the reticence with that, though, was just worrying about losing too many warriors in battle and then not being able to rule. And also, of course, I don't know what suits people are going to give me. so I might actually be locked out of a turn from trying to perform, which I know is like really important for the game
Right.
plan.
Right.
And also I think that compared, like this game compared to last game, despite the fact that we were on the winter map this game, uh, last game was very entangled, which I think helped a lot with just having scattered presence and allowing the Cirque to go to uh, fight, defend, and have the option on defense to take cards. I pretty much the only time I got hit in this game was the one time where the Eerie didn't have any cards.
Right. Right.
So that was a little tough. Potentially, I could have done more with maybe considering buying from the Otters, but I mean, with a 10 warrior count faction, I really don't. And especially considering the Circus has an easy way to get cards for themselves. It's like, they're not getting the cards is not really the problem.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was fun for sure, but I did feel a little like kind of stuck, both positionally and also just in terms of like being able to do stuff, because it felt like by the time, if I wanted to police, I felt like, and I probably wasn't seeing the order of operations properly with the faction, but if I wanted to police, I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to score on that turn, which is,
Right.
Pretty bad. I know that the goats can kind of, like all insurgents, can kind of like sort of, sandbag their or shadow their points and kind of pick it up later. But yeah, so it was definitely a mixed bag, but I did like seeing the various interactions that this faction has with the other factions at this table. Like, I think the ways in which being able to disrupt the hand-focused factions of the Riverfolk and the Lizard Cult make it really interesting. I think the restrictions that Pilgrims places is interesting, and of course, as you pointed out, a really great interaction on that final turn. The fact that you can make it easy for lizards to build or for otters to put trade posts, I think brings a nice amount of depth with these expansion factions.
Yeah, I really love how the otters can do that, especially since goats are never going to buy. I don't think I ever bought as goats in any of my playtests. As far as like what you're saying with feeling card hungry and stuck and stuff, that's definitely by design. Like the fact that you have the ability to steal cards, if you weren't card hungry, like that would just feel bad. I think I want you to have to steal out of desperation. Not just at your leisure. One thing I'd say is that if you want to like hedge your bets about whether or not you'll be able to perform, is you can have like set up a couple clearings that you rule, send in one warrior to steal from other players, so you only lose one warrior, and then like just open up your options about where you can perform. Like, okay, I'm set up in a rabbit clearing and a mouse clearing, so if I get one of those two cards, I'll be able to perform, sort of a thing. But like your strategy wasn't bad. I mean, you got to where you got.
I got to where it got. I did feel a little low impact. I'm kind of wondering because if I were to try this faction again, I would think maybe in kind of a similar vein to the Keepers doing their usual opener of double in camp, that maybe with the 3 cards you start with in your hand, like double talent scouting, just to keep those extra actions open early, and then just try and like steal cards. And I mean, since you opened with 3 cards, you'll have 1 card, so you can kind of plan around some performance. I think that's maybe what I would be keen about trying next time I play this faction. Would be something like that as maybe a way to set out some early tempo before things get so precarious on the board. But I'm definitely hearing everything you're saying.
Well, what was also really hard about your starting position is that you were in third, which meant that you did not get to be on cheers your first turn, so you only got to draw 1. and on top of that, the Eerie took out one of your big tops.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
that was
so
a big
that-
hit early on. It didn't. It's just like unfortunate rolling that it was that big of a hit.
No.
It's just like, no, you wouldn't be able to craft to help you get in the lead, sort of a thing, which
Exactly.
I love opening by crafting coins as goats, which is an insane thing. Like, no other faction can really do that, but
No.
but yeah. Cool.
And so Thuy,
Yeah.
If this you had a otter down here in this clearing,
Yeah.
If that otter wasn't there and it was just the goat and the lizard, you would still be able to drop that trade post down here, right?
No, actually, I need to be present in the clearing in order to treat their rule as my own. And so,
Gotcha.
so for this, I wouldn't be able to drop one here, but I could drop one here.
Right. I see it now. It says other players in clearings you rule may perform actions, and so if you're not in a clearing, you can't.
Right.
Do it.
It's an incentive for other factions to get in clearings you rule, so that you can perform to them, and for them to get benefits as well.
Right.
Another note on the early game with the goats that I just considered is like I spent that ambush card when they tried to clownish combat me, which obviously I could have picked any from my hand, but something I didn't also consider is that they got slowed down even more because of the fact that their actions are tied to how many warriors they have on the board, right? So I effectively took one of their actions as well in that move, which that'll sting. But that's an element of the ghost that I forgot that's fairly important, right? The more clowns you've got, the more actions you've got.
Right. One thing about that is that you get your actions starting at the beginning of daylight, so you didn't limit their actions that turn specifically. But you are right that going forward,
Yeah, it's similar to the Badgers in that keeping their numbers small does force them to use their cards elsewhere, which they have a lot of avenues to use those cards. So spending too much on recruit is to the detriment of the other two ways they can spend cards.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Badgers have a lot of ways to spend their cards that they have to think about, and it's 100% true with Cirque to Goat too. Yeah. Cool. Any questions, guys?
No, I think I think it was a solid game all around. I liked how close our games have been. This one was 2 or I think even 3 turns faster than the other one. But still very fun. So
yeah. All right, sweet.
Nice.
Well, thanks, folks, for watching. I don't know when we're going to do the next showcase, but we'll be showcasing goats with the Underworld factions, and we'll throw the Alliance in the mix as well. So, yeah, we'll keep you posted. Go ahead and like that, or what is it on Twitch? Go ahead and follow me if you're not already.
follow, yeah.
And yeah, see y'all next time.